Hey everybody, welcome to a very special Sam Livecast. We're doing something different today, but just let me check what's going on in the back room. Max?
What's up?
You're there? Oh, look who's beside you.
Oh, yeah.
It's Kelly, mother and son, reunited once again.
I got a friend back here today. I'm happy.
Nice to see you guys.
Yes.
But that means that somebody who's normally in that chair is missing, and that's because that person is... Boom. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
I was about to say I got kicked out of the back room, too, after yesterday.
Oh, now look. It's a special day for you, man.
It is. Cheers, by the way.
We have watched you, we have loved you on MasterChef. Mm-hmm. And Wednesday night was your demise.
That was the day that I left the show, correct?
It was the day you left the show. And we wanted today to be about you. We want to make it special.
Oh,
so here's what we've done. We've taken you and we've put you in the guest seat. We're going to ask you some questions, get some of your thoughts, chat a little bit about it. But the food today will not be me cooking. Oh. The food has already been made.
Oh, has it?
It has. In fact, I just started to warm it up a little bit.
Oh, God.
He thought he was going to do the cooking.
I thought you were going to make me cook.
Oh, did you really?
I did. I actually did. Wait,
I think at one point we wanted to make you cook, but...
What's in there?
We did. At one point we thought about having Lynn... I thought about having a whole bunch of stuff and saying, it'll be the last time maybe we get to watch you cook. I mean, when Savannah and Natasha were here, you said to me one day, dude, I'd love to cook and just have free reign in there one day.
Yeah, I would. Your kitchen's awesome.
So, you know what? You will have free reign in the kitchen one day. But today, do you remember at the end of the other day when I said, what's your, what would your last meal be? Max said what? Hamburger?
Yeah,
fries? Cheeseburger and fries. You said...
Dumplings.
You said dumplings.
Get out of here.
So... I went to the Dumpling Inn.
Dumplings, baby.
Oh my gosh. My last meal.
We have an ass load of dumplings. We've got shrimp and chive. We've got xiao long bao. We've got little curry beef ones. Wow. We've got traditional pork ones, pan fried.
Thank you.
Because we dig you, dude.
Oh, man. Thank you.
And I've got a plate for the back room.
Yeah.
Let me give this a quick second in here. That's awesome. It's not going to turn.
Dumpling Inn's awesome.
Dumpling Inn is really awesome.
It's a great place in San Diego for those who...
Yeah, so here we need chopsticks. You've got...
I have a Canadian beer.
You've got a Canadian beer in front of you. Let me get some...
It's a good day to celebrate your demise.
Oh, yeah.
As we're putting it. Yeah, have a dumpling. My man.
And hey, while we're here, let's just say a big thank you to everybody who supports the show, and thank you all for telling your friends and family and coworkers and pets and grandmas and grandpas and everybody.
Right.
Thank you.
My grandma watches, by the way.
Hey,
yes,
Kel.
And...
Yeah.
Kel, will you just take your headphones off and come grab this for you guys?
She's coming.
I got it. Okay, here. Let me give you this. Let me give you this. You get your own tray. You get your chopsticks.
I'm ready for some dumplings. And some MasterChef talk, because last night was quite the episode.
Last night was quite the episode.
Damn, it was intense.
So, I said to go ahead, dig in. Yeah. I said to Lynn at some point today, what'd you think? What'd you tell me?
I didn't watch the show.
You didn't watch the show. I was very surprised at that.
Why?
I think even knowing that it was going to be the day that I went down, I would still want to sort of see how they played it out.
Excuse me while I chew my dumpling.
Yeah.
My thing was, MasterChef is like a time machine. For those that don't know, we shot it like
3 months ago?
2 or 3 months ago, and it's only airing right now. Everything's been decided. All we have to go off of is our memories. And I was dreading that day from start to finish. I knew I was going to get eliminated in the middle of cooking.
Yeah.
And, there is a gap between when you finish cooking and when you get judged. And during that gap, it was really the longest time of my entire life.
How big a gap?
It varies from show to show, but it's pretty lengthy.
So the show has a challenge in the beginning, and then there's another one. So to start,
yes.
Eva Longoria was on the show.
She was, yeah.
I thought Natasha was going to pee herself.
She might have. I thought when you saw the look on Natasha's face, it was like she had met, Walt Disney. Or
right. She was
Barack
jumping
Obama.
up and down as much as you were, I think, in that one of those first challenges.
Yeah, no, she was really excited, and I'm sure she idolizes Eva Longoria. She's, obviously a beautiful woman, has a huge culinary history with her family. She has a cookbook, I believe.
She's a cookbook and she's owner in a restaurant or
Yeah,
something?
so it's basically everything Natasha kind of strives to be, probably.
Yeah.
I had no idea she was anything beyond Wisteria Lane.
She actually has a restaurant.
She does, yeah.
A couple blocks from my place up in LA.
You ever
Nice.
been?
Have you been?
No,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be very good.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, she's. How did she put on the show last night? She said it was like a woman's take on a steak restaurant,
that's right.
which would be what? Seafood. I don't know what that. I don't know what it would be.
So, how Eva describes it is, it doesn't have that dark mahogany
I see.
tone, and the decor is a lot nicer.
That's precisely what I want in a steakhouse.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
for
too.
me, and
I
maybe
would-
it's because I'm a guy. I don't want to be in a airy, light room with petals and I don't know what.
Well, I think that's the thing, right? Steak isn't that, and so you.
By the way, these little, I think they're shrimp and chive. These guys, those are really good, and they benefit from a little bit of this chili oil, which is really delicious too.
It's spicy.
It's great. It's so good, right?
So good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Xiaolong Bao, which are the guys in the middle, have sort of lost the soupy part of it when they cool down, but
Yeah.
still super delicious. So let's do this. So what took you out last night was this baking challenge.
Yeah. Yes.
And where would you rank your baking skills generally? On a regular day, if somebody came up and said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a baker are you?
Oh, probably like a 4.
Yeah. Were you coached at all with the ingredients that you had? Did you know that this kind of thing was going to come up and you might be faced with this?
No, not. I think the thing that threw me off, and probably a lot of other people, was the limitation of how much of the ingredient you have.
Yeah.
Most of the times in the challenge, we have pretty much as much as we want. And the mystery box has the same ingredients. It's usually flour, a bunch of herbs, things
Yeah.
like that. But there's generally enough stuff in the mystery box, so those are just supplemental ingredients. But when flour, butter, bananas, and strawberries are your only thing you need to cook with, it
Yeah.
actually is quite challenging to make something
Yeah.
impressive.
No, I can imagine. Let's do this. Let's show people the dish that took you out.
Oh,
and just let
gosh.
me say for you at home, if you have little kids in the room, you should probably get them out right now.
And why is that?
And why is that? That's because of, there it is.
It was the ugliest dish, the worst dish they've had in...
The
4
history.
years,
The
that's,
history.
according to Gordon.
I'm okay with that.
So you know what? Here's what they say. If
It's
nothing happens,
so
you don't have a story.
crazy.
You now are known, at least for now, for having that. That's
worst.
a big title.
Yeah, the worst dish in MasterChef
Wait,
history.
what are those little gray things?
Let's talk about that.
Bananas.
The gray things were, oops, I'm sorry.
I thought there are bananas. I see bananas, though.
So
What
it was
is-
supposed to be banana chips and a banana cream, but unfortunately, when
Kelly just went, God.
you leave banana cream out for a while, it does this thing called oxidation.
Oxidized.
And actually, from that perspective, it's not that bad. It looked a lot worse in real life than that.
Oh, God.
The banana chips didn't finish baking; they were chewy.
Maxie,
Yeah.
half Lynn, half of that, please.
Okay.
You're distracted.
No, I'm not distracted. I don't have that shot readily available.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You had me change around everything.
I'm sorry.
And you
I'm
don't
s-
listen to the the implications of what follows it. That's why
I just know what I want when I want it.
I know. You're okay.
I know.
Give me a second.
I
Let me
don't-
go to the picture.
That's
don't
okay.
want
That's
mine.
okay.
Continue in.
That's okay. You can just I'd rather have Lynn while he's talking and then set up the shot and then go back to that thing.
God.
I don't know.
I've got another one of those too. No, that's the same thing. There's one. There's Gordon's hand. And these are taken off the TV, so they're kind of crappy. There's Gordon's hand trying to pick up a piece. At this point, he was like, "What is this?" Tell me, did you? So you make it. You have an hour to make it.
Yes.
At what point in the hour, like at 25, at 15 minutes in, how are you feeling about what you're doing?
Oh, terrible. Because I realized at that point in time I'd forgotten flour. And even if I would have made it with flour, it wouldn't have dried out in time to make that kind of crispy, sweet thing I was going for. Instead, it came out to be
And what was it exactly you were going for?
apparently wall insulation.
Yeah, that's what he called it. Yeah.
I was going for what I thought would be a pavlova, which is it's it's not realistic to do in that time period.
Which is meringue-like.
What I was trying to go for, besides
Right.
the title, is just a baked meringue. I wanted to make it kind of crispy, kind of the plating a little abstract. I wanted to look good and have like this light, airy texture to it. But the thing with that is you have to bake it for a really long time, and I just got delusional. I didn't really think about the time. So, you know, I was a little disappointed in my decision. But here's the real behind-the-scenes thing that I haven't really told anybody up until now. Basically, with about 25 minutes to go, one of the interviewers comes by and she's like, "How are you feeling about the dish?" I said, "I'm going home." And she looks at me and she says, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "It's not baking. I've, forgot some stuff. It's pretty much over by now." And she looks at me, she's like, "Well, can't you like start over?" I'm like, "I'm trying." And in the bowl next to me, I had a mixer of cake batter going, and I was going to actually replace it with cake.
Yeah. Jeez.
When the hour was up, I pulled out my cakes, and they were still raw. I couldn't serve it.
Dude.
So I might. But now, looking back on that picture, I should have probably served the raw cake, because that wouldn't have been the worst dish in MasterChef history. It would have just been raw cake.
It would have been raw cake.
Wait,
yeah.
let me ask something real quick.
Yeah.
So, Lynn,
Yeah.
you know going into this that you're pretty much screwed.
Yes.
But can you kind of see that like also Chrissy looked pretty screwed as well? And so are you kind of like in your heart of hearts thinking, maybe I'm going to get lucky because Chrissy screwed up more than I did potentially?
I think when they were judging Chrissy's dish, I had a slight tinge of hope. But I had known that my dish wasn't really edible, whereas hers, I mean, you could actually sell at a school bake sale and kids would still eat it up.
Oh, man.
That's the problem with my dishes. I wouldn't have fed it to my dogs.
Let's see the picture again, Don.
No, let's not.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's not do that.
Hold on.
But
It hurt. You know what? When we saw, how about this? You bring it up there, right? And one judge comes up and looks. You brought it up, and I don't know who came first, but they called the other two judges over, and they all stood around, and they went, oh my. And then it went to commercial.
oh, did it?
Yeah, that's how it
That's
played
kind
out.
of funny, actually.
Yeah. And they held you over to they didn't even show any of this. What they showed, the most they really showed was you sweating, of course, because that's your thing.
Yeah.
And then you trying to pry those banana chips off the baking sheet or the parchment or paper, whatever.
Oh, that's too bad, because actually some of them came out really nice.
Yeah.
Not all
It
of
looked
them.
like you were struggling. At that moment, that's why you should watch it. It's interesting to me. I wish I had your take on how they cut this. Did they make it look like you struggled all the way through, or
No,
did they make it
look.
worse or less? I can't.
They couldn't have made it any worse. They could only made it better. It was a bad day. It was a really bad day. And I had some good days before that, and that day was just really bad.
Well, Lucas looked pretty shitty, and he was first up, and they actually turned out to like it.
Oh, wow. Luca freaked out. After we were done cooking, he thought he was going home. And I told him,
Really?
no. I said, I think you're okay.
It was hilarious because Luca went up and he was like, "I hope it's cooked." Oh wait, maybe this was for the chicken.
No, this was at one point Joe said to Luca, I wrote this down. Is this the banana or uncooked
that's
cake?
what it was. Yeah, and he's
Is this
like,
the banana or uncooked cake? And Luca goes like this. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah,
he
that
had
was
no
so
idea.
great.
He had completely resigned himself that he was done. Nothing else was going to help him, and he was probably going home.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Oh, it's the banana. You're lucky."
And Chrissy, whose was a disaster too,
Yeah.
but she's Chrissy, boy.
I
don't
know.
man.
She's Chrissy. And I feel like it was a close one. But when it rained, it definitely poured that day. So I couldn't have done any worse, which is, thank goodness for that. The only thing worse I could have done is just not plated, and I should have probably did that, actually.
Hey, you know what? When they tell you you've gone, you take your apron, and you were really conscientious about the way that you laid it out. You made it all like nice on your station and everything.
Yeah.
Do you get to keep it?
Oh, you know what? I've been hearing that when you get eliminated from the show, they
Yeah.
mail your apron back. So it should be in the mail now.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. So I
That's
should get all of them
cute.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
soon.
cool.
nice.
And then
And
we can.
Oh, what do you mean all of them?
you get, I think you have 2 of each. So you have 2 white ones, 2 black ones.
And the difference is?
Black ones are for pressure tests.
Oh, I
team,
got you.
away
I got you. I
team.
got
Yeah.
you.
And then white ones are just. your white
And did you tell us before that they chose clothes for you?
Yes, actually, I'm wearing. Oh, actually, no, I bought this, but I wore this on the show.
Yeah.
And when you go to the hotel room, they make you take out all your clothing, and they evaluate what you wear and what your style is.
Yeah.
I just happen to bring a lot of plaid button-downs.
What you wear? What's
And
your
so,
thing?
I was going to say, what a surprise.
yeah, I know. And so now I was a plaid button-down guy, or just button-down guy.
Yeah.
Just like Jordan is hoodie guy. Jordan, all he did
Right.
was wear hoodies and sweaters.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's his thing. And you know, Natasha wears very short things.
And
Yeah.
heels. I saw.
I have
that.
to say, now you never know where shots are coming from, but when you were getting reamed for what was going on with this dessert,
Yeah.
Brie was like, "Ooh." Other people were like, "Ooh." Natasha was like this. She was like smiling, and I can't tell if that's like finally he gets like shit thrown at him, and maybe he'll be out of here, or
Natasha and I are good friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything less of her. She's
No,
a competitor. She wants.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
wanted
she
me
does.
gone worse than anybody.
She's the one on the show that is gonna smile for anybody going down,
Oh,
even
yeah.
though she might be friends with them and nice to them. She's a competitor.
She's definitely a competitor, and I appreciate that about Natasha. I think that's what really has gotten her thus far in the show. Is just her competitive spirit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I went in with the notion thinking like I have to start being more cutthroat because I
Right.
knew I wasn't. So
But here's the thing, man. I don't know what I said on Twitter last night, but one of the things I said was I love you, and I do, and you're not cutthroat. So for that to come out, you'd have to fabricate that, and I wouldn't want that. And I appreciate people who are who they are.
yeah,
Whether you like them or not, or whether it does what you wanted it to do, I admire the fact that you are Lynn
thank you. I
all the
tried.
way through.
Amen.
He would never be able to even pull off being.
Right, right.
Well, that was the thing. You know, you have a lot of time to think on your butt when you're not doing anything. And I was like, well, do I turn into someone I'm not? Would I be happy with that? And I always came to the conclusion, of course not. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
But you know,
So if you went back,
you're in it to win.
if you
sometimes.
tried out again,
Yes.
which you could,
I?
absolutely, isn't it? Are you not open to try out again? Luke is back.
Yeah, but he didn't make the cut the first time, the 20 cut.
Oh.
I see. Do you know that there's a rule there that says if you're in the top 20, you can't go back?
I don't actually know.
I bet you could. So let me ask you that question.
Uh-huh.
Will you try it again?
If MasterChef comes to San Diego
Yeah.
to try out next
Yeah.
year, I'm going.
If MasterChef comes to Los Angeles,
Maybe
Are you
not
going?
That, maybe not that far.
it's not that far.
I think it would be fun.
Are you still just smarting because of the recent being thrown off 2 days ago, or do you think you might?
I mean, look, it's a big commitment either way. I think going to an audition would be fun, and if anything comes out of it, I would consider it. But it's not a decision I would weigh lightly anymore.
Huge commitment.
I mean,
Months.
I left my job for it.
Yep.
Luckily, I didn't get thrown off in the first day, so
Yeah.
I actually, it was worth that trade-off.
Right.
Like there's been a lot of really cool opportunities. I got to meet a lot of cool people. It's been definitely worthwhile. It's a big commitment.
So when this first came up, we were talking about it. My attitude was this, dude, you have to go.
I know. Yeah.
It's an opportunity that you have to take. So somebody asking you your advice, you've been there, Lynn, I have a job, I do this, I want to try out, what do you think I should do? What would you say?
I mean, I would say prioritize everything in your life.
Yeah.
And if MasterChef falls within the top 3, you should definitely consider it. I mean, for me, obviously I had to make a living. I, was in a serious relationship and I was planning to propose soon.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And I'd be leaving my church for a while.
Yeah.
So MasterChef kind of
Which,
fell
by the way, the
within
fact that
that.
you even mentioned that you'll be leaving your church for a while makes me love you even more.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I love my church. It was really hard to leave. And
People dig you. You got a lot of fans. People come up to me all the time and they talk about how much they dig you and your presence on that show and now everybody will be sorry. I put together 4 pictures in the tasting last night.
Oh, jeez. I'm already
Just
sweating
to,
things.
no, I know. Here we go. Look at there you go. This.
I look so
There's-
sad in that picture.
There's Gordon. There's Gordon,
You
right?
just look like the life is drained
You
out
Doesn't
of
it?
you.
That looks exactly. Oh, that's so funny. That is Stacy, my fiance's favorite shirt.
Well,
Really?
What a coincidence.
it's important.
Hey,
that
look
you
at him
wore
right
it.
now. It's just like the exact same.
Lynn, cock your head that way a little bit.
A little more.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. All right, so then go back to the full screen max. Then there's this. Oh, jeez. And your hand cut. What's that? How do you cut your hand there?
No. It's a burn. I don't know if they can see it on camera, but
Yes, it's there. I see it.
I had burned this in the Glee challenge.
Yeah.
I went to go reach into something in an oven.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we can see.
And then
Oh,
I went to lift the tray up, and it literally just right there, just peeled right
Oh,
off.
no.
Wait, there's two more. Oh, by the way, Kel.
Yeah.
Sorry, as he says he burned his hand. Just FYI, I burned a hole in one of your rubber gloves changing a light today. So.
Wait,
Yeah.
the brand new glove?
Yeah, sorry. Let's just go
I
back to the
have-
pictures for a second.
The first
Never
thing he
mind
said.
about that.
Way to
Never
drop
mind.
the
I know.
bomb
I
right
told you
there.
how she is about
She
her
loves
rubber
her rubber
gloves.
Oh my God.
Okay, go back to this picture. So this is number 2. Here's number 3.
Oh, I was crying last night.
Yeah, and then
I
That
couldn't
was
even.
killing me.
Damn.
I
that
couldn't
is
even look.
sad.
dude, it killed us.
My hair looks pretty good though.
Your hair always
Yeah.
looks good.
Looks very nice.
Your hair always looks good. You're a good-looking guy. We love your style, but we love you more.
Thank you.
And so let me ask you this. You mentioned the Glee challenge.
Yes.
What was the best challenge?
Oh, I liked them all for very specific reasons. Even the wedding challenge, which we lost, and I was known for
Were you
sweating. From that challenge.
That was the sweaty challenge.
That was a sweaty challenge.
Actually, and I think I said this when we talked about it. I think you sweated less in that challenge than the week before, but you got called out for it more in the wedding challenge because you were cleaning plates with your sweaty
Yes,
rag.
exactly. And well, I mean, the first challenge is always great to win because no one knows what to expect and no one knows how to expect or what to
Right.
expect. You would feel like after
Right.
winning a challenge because you're so relieved that you can be safe for another day. Any advantage is a great advantage. So having that notion of you winning,
Yeah.
especially the very first one, and you after you've gone through all that hell and back to
Yeah.
prepare for all those kids, the feeling was unlike anything else.
Oh, wait. Do you notice how he just said being safe for another day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to us, it's safe
Safe for another week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like.
And it was every day.
Savannah must have been gone the day after you left.
Yeah, I think she was.
Basically.
She was,
it
'cause she
must-
went in
it's
last
like
night's show, too.
simultaneous,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is she never gave me a call when she came home, so she must have been
Oh,
just
I
like
went
she
to
wanted to.
bed. I didn't watch last night.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
Savannah
know?
got-
Second half, yeah.
Savannah went down last night.
She
for
was the
wait, what,
team captain.
What
I
was
was
it?
too sad. I had to
Chicken,
just
right?
take myself to bed.
She was the
like-
team
Oh,
captain.
yeah.
of the
You know what
fish
the
taco
challenge
and
was?
then the
They had to
chicken.
make. They had to do a stuffed chicken. Each of the judges told them a type of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon was like a pan-seared chicken. Graham was, of course, fried chicken in a
course.
horrendous shirt.
Yeah, horrendous.
Horrendous shirt. And Joe's was a
Stuffed.
a
Mozzarella.
mozzarella and prosciutto or something
He
like
would.
that. Yeah. And so they had 40 minutes to make those 3 different types of
How many
chicken.
people had raw chicken?
Oh, dude, Brie.
Everybody had
Lynn,
to do that.
Brie blew it so hard. Each of
But
her
she-
chickens
but
was like,
She's still in the
I
vegetarian.
know, it's ridiculous. But Graham literally pulled out a hunk of all raw chicken out of the middle of her
Oh, it was
fry.
just like raw organ meat.
Ow.
Barely
like the
anybody
cardinal
got
sin
barely
of-
anybody got it right. It's funny at the end. Luca in the confessional. What do you call it?
Yeah, it's the confessional.
The confessional. They asked him a question about who do you want to go next, and Luca wrote the quote down. Luca goes like this: "We all want Chrissy to go home. She's like a bulldog, getting on all our nerves." And did she get on your nerves?
Chrissy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lynn
'cause
tried
she's
to
loud
take her
and-
out.
Yeah.
Lynn
Hey,
almost
you
took
know
her
what? It's
out.
interesting.
But I mean, Chrissy and I actually got along quite well, but she got on everybody's nerves.
So wait, did Bree miscalculate by giving everybody the baking thing except for Natasha?
I think so because that meant that she wasn't. Well, I consider Natasha competition. Apparently, she didn't because you give anybody that basket, they're gonna be fine.
You can be
No,
fine. You
but
can do,
she in her, the way she explained it, she was trying. Yes, she didn't go for like the knockout kill on Natasha. She decided to sort of inhibit Natasha in exchange for also being able to inhibit the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
Because she, in her mind, she said Natasha kills it at baking, so I don't want her to win this challenge.
Right.
She said,
Yeah.
so she went for like the safer, I'm going to affect everybody rather than I'm going to target one person.
Yeah.
wow.
And that's kind of how I was when I chose catfish for Chrissy
Yeah.
and crab for everybody else.
All right, Maxie,
Yes.
you have something special you want to bring out.
Yeah. Will you just run back there and grab it?
Yeah, want me to do that?
It's on the table back there.
Gotcha.
We tricked you, Chief. I was like, when Lynn got here, I was like, damn, we should have done something for him. But anyway, we've been talking about these a little bit recently on the show, and they just came to the West Coast, and I wanted to get Lynn a nice treat dessert for his death.
It smells good.
For the
Can you
death.
guess what it is?
For the death. Here, go, get Lynn, hop up and put camera 3 on it real quick.
Wait,
I'll do it.
they
No, let me
just
do it.
came to the West Coast.
Hold on, let me
They
do
just came to the West Coast.
I can smell them.
Which is
It smells sweet.
Which is 3?
This is
That one's 3, yeah. So,
I think I know what it is.
Say it out loud.
Should I? Should I guess?
yeah, go for it.
Are they Cronuts?
They are Cronuts.
Oh!
Oh, God.
I have been wanting to try this forever.
Let's explain what they are for people that don't know.
So,
Wow, you can smell this
in
from
New
the-
York City, they've recently come up with these things called Cronuts, and it's basically a croissant donut.
Right.
And
And
they've
super
got
popular.
toppings, and they just came out to
Where'd you get them?
the West Coast. There's this place called DK's Bakery in Santa Monica, and I told them I'd give them a shout out, and I'm gonna send them the links to this stuff. But these things are awesome. They've been just like going nuts in Santa Monica for
That's
these.
awesome.
Dude, I'm not eating these things,
People
man.
are going crazy.
But here you go, dude.
Oh, I can't wait.
There's those ones in the middle have cream, and then there's a glazed one and a cinnamon one.
try the
And they
glazed
could be warmer because I had to bring them all down
No,
from
this is great.
Los Angeles, but I had some of one of them.
Look how modest he's being. He's taking
How
like a
flaky they
he's
are.
taking like a 1/18th of a piece.
I have to try all of them, man.
Okay, good. Just making sure. What do you think? What's it taste like? Croissant or donut? Or a cronut?
I'm a little confused because it
I
tastes like
know.
both, but they're really good.
It's like a flaky donut.
Okay, F it. I gotta have a little
Yeah, you
piece.
gotta
I don't,
try
but I don't
that.
like glaze. I like a plain cake donut. What's this?
That's
What's this?
cinnamon.
I'm not gonna like that. What's this?
That one that's like their signature one. It's like the house cream or
I
something.
want that.
Wow, I can imagine when these are really warm right out of the oven.
I
All right,
know,
I gotta
right?
just try. I'll try a little piece of this glazed guy.
Maybe we
down
can
here.
heat them up a little bit.
It's nice. It's
After the
got
show.
layers. It tastes.
It definitely
like a
have. You
donut.
see all the layers here. It's
But
right.
it's more fun to eat than a donut, which is a little blasphemy actually. Now I think about it. They're really good, huh?
What do you think, Sam?
I know you don't like sweets.
They're not bad. Come on, for a sweet.
No, I think they run donuts into the ground. Actually.
Oh, dudes, I totally thought
Don't
No.
be back
Wait
talking on
a
my donuts.
sec.
we like donuts.
Wait
I
a
love
sec. There's something.
donuts.
There's something
Yeah.
going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see this. Come down here. Do this camera. Do you see the layers?
Yes.
Look at that.
They're delicious.
There's something really.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let me put it this way. The glazed one's a little confusing because it tastes like a donut from the glaze.
Right, but
But the cinnamon sugar one,
it's got a crispiness to it that donuts generally don't have unless they're like day old, you know? Unintentional crispiness. And you're saying that one's really good? Wow, this is just going to throw everything, all the work I've done in the past 3 months.
But if you haven't,
like
if
a-
you have, we've been talking about these things.
Oh my God.
Donuts, because there's a complete craze in New York City
Oh,
going
no.
on right now.
Holy shit.
Which
those are
one?
really good. The cinnamon sugar.
That one, Max.
The cinnamon sugar one?
Yeah, because it's not overpowering cinnamon.
Oh, I'm so glad.
What's the name of the place?
In Santa Monica, it's called DK's Donuts.
Wow.
It's down a couple blocks from the beach. It's an awesome place, and they've got a cool Instagram feed where they update everybody. So
We didn't shoot too far away from Santa Monica, actually.
Ah, well, it just
MasterChef,
opened.
yeah.
If
Awesome.
you hadn't got kicked off so soon, dude, you might have been able to. Oh, I'm only kidding. You made it a long time. Number 11.
Number 11.
dude,
Number
you
11.
killed it, Lynn. You did
MasterChef
awesome.
in season 4. I love you, man. I totally
Love
mean
you
that
too,
from
man.
my heart. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's been a special day here on the Sam Livecast.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten to spend time with our good friend Lynn. He thought we were going to make him cook. I don't know if you thought about it today, but we did. We said that at the beginning. We thought about having you cook. You will be cooking one day.
All right.
It'll be a surprise.
Like, I won't know it's coming.
I think that's the way to do it.
Okay.
For sure.
Lynn walks in every day and he says the same thing. He goes, "What are we making, dude?" And one day I'm going to say,
You're
"I don't
making
know.
this."
What are you making?" I'll make sure that we have the place stocked. I'll make sure that my fridge isn't broken.
Or you just go, I don't know. What do you think about this mystery box?
Yeah, exactly. Right? My fridge is broken.
It's
I
not
got
going to have
problems
Eva
there.
Longoria, but
We'll make sure that everything's good. We won't have Eva Longoria, but maybe we'll have a mystery person here to introduce the
wait,
box.
can we talk about just 1 second really quickly on
Yeah.
like the mystery sex box? Where they lifted it up and it was a sexy high heel, and then they were just slowly revealing her legs.
Yeah.
It was a little, and all the guys were like, "Oh my god."
It was a little silly, right?
She's a lot shorter than I thought she was going to be.
Yeah.
She's got, compared to you, she's got be about 3'1".
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lynn could look right down her shirt.
Seriously, dude.
Just a joke. Sorry, Eva.
She actually
He's
was very
engaged.
modestly
Sorry,
dressed.
Eva. Sorry, Stacy.
Sorry, Eva.
Right. Forget Eva. Sorry,
Sorry,
Stacy.
Eva.
Wait till he's
Sorry,
married
Stace.
at least before you say that.
Jeez. Getting me in trouble already.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We'll
man.
continue to talk MasterChef. I want you to watch it.
I will. I like the show. For people who don't watch the show,
Yeah.
you're crazy. It's a good show.
You know what? I'm completely sucked into it now. Max and I were talking today. Who's going to win this thing?
Let's all put it. Lynn obviously can't, but what's your
You can't
prediction?
say
We've
anything.
decided we were going to save this and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
But what would you say is going to be the winner, Dan?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm going to look at the competitors, right? I'm going to take Brie out of it because I don't think a vegetarian can win. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be difficult. I think Jesse seems to. I would say it's. In my guess, it's either going to be Jesse, Jordan, or Natasha. That's my guess because they seem like competitors to me. Jordan seems to be doing fine by himself. He's not having
Yeah.
any problems. Never seems to be in the shit. Jesse continues to impress.
All she does is win.
All she seems to do is win. And Natasha, she's a fighter, man.
I think it's going to be Natasha.
Yeah.
But God, Luca is so darn cute. I can hardly stand it.
You like
We
I
like the
love
accent.
him.
You know what?
He's so
I think if Kelly had a choice,
She likes his accent.
she would
I
she
love
would leave me in a
Italians.
second for an Italian. She
I
loves the accent. They didn't say
love
anything to her.
Go to Italy and walk the streets.
No, I'm never taking her to Italy. She'll leave me in 2 minutes. Well, who do you think, Max?
I think the easy choice would be Jesse or
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I honestly looked at James as a dark horse, but I've seen him falter a little bit recently. That it has been
I think
scaring
that's
me
an
a little
indication.
bit.
I see that too as an indicator.
I
right?
hate it. I hate to say it. I think that Chrissy is too good for TV to let go soon.
But you know what I think? I think that I think they're going to be gunning for Chrissy. I feel like they're going to take Chrissy out. Anybody has a
Everybody
chance.
has.
Anybody has a chance. Well, it's not over yet. There's 10 people left.
But this is the thing. I feel like, okay, I haven't watched Survivor in 10 years, but if
Right.
I recall correctly, when it got down to like the final 3,
Yeah.
it was all about taking out your competition.
Right.
Or when it got down to like the small numbers, it was all about getting rid of who's your competition, and nobody looks at Chrissy like that.
No,
so
you're right.
everybody's
No,
trying to take out Lynn and Jordan and Jesse, and Chrissy just kind of goes by the wayside.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I just see her as being now annoying.
So annoying.
And
I couldn't
Lucas
believe-
said that. I can see people wanting to get rid of her just to get rid of her. Because I can see the others having sort of mutual cooking respect for one another.
Yeah.
But Chrissy's loud and obnoxious and these presumed racist comments that she had on her Twitter have to be things that are going on behind the scenes where all these guys are living.
Yeah.
So I think she's pissing people off left and right, and they may want to ditch her just to get her out of their hair because she's obnoxious.
Do you notice
We'll
her?
find out, man.
Do you notice her? She's getting bored. She's looking over there.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's end this. Thank you for watching. We love having you hang out here with us. This is Friday. Next week, should I say what it is?
You should.
Do it.
I always want to know.
It's Pickle Week.
Oh.
Oh.
Pickle Week on the live cast. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be
Nice.
awesome.
Ooh, marron.
Tell somebody we love having you here. See ya. Goodbye.